So hello everyone, welcome to the new day and new vlog. And today we have with us Shubhadeep. You must have seen him when I arrived in Frankfurt, and you came till Mannheim.
Yeah.
So he came till Mannheim and he helped with the luggage stuff, and he also bought a donor. So thanks to Shubhadeep for that. And and
We learned
it's-
that not every German train is on time.
yeah, in that video he came till Mannheim, and then we went back to the Kaiserslautern. And today I thought that, as you must have seen in the previous videos, we talked about accommodation, how you can find, what are the apps, and what is a private shared apartment. I thought that today we'll talk what is a private single apartment, and Shubhadeep is have a private single apartment. So if we ask, like, if I ask you generally that what's the difference, or if we start, then what is a private single apartment?
So basically, a private single apartment is not that different from a normal apartment.
Yeah.
However, the main difference is that you have your own kitchen and own bathroom. So you don't need to share it with anybody.
Okay.
You have your own living space, obviously,
Yeah.
like any other shared apartment.
Yeah.
But you have your own kitchen and own bathroom.
Yeah.
So that's the main difference. And
Yeah.
also, like subspecialties, like you might have an underground parking area or a bicycle storage.
Yeah. Correct.
And like my apartment also has a balcony, which is like my own balcony.
Yeah.
Nobody can access it.
Yeah.
So those are the specifics of the
Yeah,
apartment.
because in sometimes the shared apartment, the balcony is also shared.
Yep.
And in shared apartments, there are 2-3 people or maybe 4 people living. It depends on the apartment how many people are living. But in single, I think it's completely yours.
Yeah.
So the kitchen and bathroom is just your private one. Although I think that area can be shared, right?
Yeah, so let me explain that. So what happens is that there is like suppose there is my apartment's number is 28.3.
Yeah.
So usually there is an apartment door called 28
Yeah.
where there is a single hallway.
Yeah.
That hallway is shared.
Yeah,
But
okay.
Now there is in that hallway there is 28.1, 28.2
Yeah.
and 28.3.
Yeah.
Now my apartment is 28.3. Every 28 like 28 both all the 28.1s, 28.2, 28.3. Every apartment has their own separate like bathroom and a
But the hallway is
kitchen.
shared.
Yeah, but the hallway is shared.
Okay. So I think the hallway is shared, but apartment is single.
Yeah.
So private single apartment, it's completely yours, and you can access your balcony. Obviously, it's private.
Yeah.
Bathroom
The
and your
keys are
kitchen.
even special because like with our keys we can open the 28's door, but with my key only I can open the 28.3
Correct.
door.
Correct. Correct.
It's
Because
not that, yeah, so like there's privacy, guys. You don't need to worry
Yeah.
about that.
Uh,
Like, you all will be able to open the 28 door, but
Yeah.
only the person with my key can open the 28.3 door, and the person with the 28.1 key can open the 28.1 door.
got it. And I think it's quite logical as well, because if someone else is able to open your, then it's not at all private. Privacy is now violated.
Yeah.
So it's good. And this is a private single apartment. Now, if I compare it to private shared apartment, since you are living in single apartment from the starting, right? So how is your experience with these single apartments?
Yeah, so regarding single apartments, obviously you can live at your like at your own leisure.
Yeah.
If I'm to say like you don't have to like set times for like okay I'm like you don't have to share. Let's say like if it's it's a morning of the exam when everybody's in a rush to like go to the bathroom or go use the kitchen to prepare breakfast. I don't need to worry about that because I have my own kitchen and bathroom. I can like do it at my own time. I can like make my own schedule and stuff, and nobody's there because I'm the only one using that bathroom and the kitchen.
Correct.
So that is the main
Difference.
advantage. Yeah, that's the main advantage. I would
Advantage
say
and-
because you don't need to share it with anyone, so
Yeah.
you can do it at your own leisure.
Correct. This is one of the advantage as well as difference from the shared apartments.
Yep.
Because in shared apartments, sometimes the bathroom is shared and kitchen is shared. So the timings, as we have told before as well, that the timings need to be set up by the flatmates, and it usually happens. And I think if we talk about the rent range, because I talked in the
I
video.
would also like to add a disadvantage. Is it
What?
okay? So the disadvantage of a single apartment is that you have to pay your own radio tax. It won't be divided amongst your
That is
roommates because
that's a very
big disadvantage.
important point he raised, because we will make a separate video on the radio tax, what it is.
Yep.
But in general, in the shared apartment, people usually divide the radio tax. But since he's living means he's a single
myself.
occupancy, so he has to pay the entire radio tax by himself. Right now, the point that I wanted to discuss one more, if you can tell an idea. Like we told in the shared apartment video, like in Kaiserslautern, or the range is 300 to 500, 450. So what do you think is the single apartment range
Yeah.
here.
So don't expect an apartment under 300.
Okay.
Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
because if you're taking a single apartment, you can't expect an apartment under 300 because usually single apartments like mine are usually bigger in area. Like my apartment itself, it's 35 meters square. It's usually like that. Like all these apartments are above 25 meters square and above. So your rent will range. If I am to give it a range, then it will range between 400 to let's say 700.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that would be a
think
good range.
that's for Kaiserslautern, and that's Shubhdeep's
Yeah.
personal view. This might change for depending on the city, depending
Yeah.
on where you find, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes
like if
depend.
you, for example, if you take Ingolstadt,
Yeah.
that range goes up to 600 to 900.
Okay. So it depends on the area as well, and also the person to person perspective. And the thing is, it depends on the traffic. At what time, how much people are coming. So if suppose the traffic is more comparatively, then I think the rent will also be quite high because people usually take, and the landlords or you also can
Yeah.
sell in at a
I
higher
mean,
price.
take Munich for example. No rent. Like I don't think there's anything under 800 there right now.
I have no idea about
But
till now Munich.
is
Yeah.
pretty much very expensive also.
Okay. But I think it will be quite expensive. I can't do the comparison because I haven't been to Munich, but we'll go someday soon,
Yeah.
or we'll go someday. Anyways, and one more thing. So we discussed the difference. We discussed the rent range, and you told about the advantages or the disadvantages. Any other point you want to add, or regarding either on the advantage side, or what you feel is a con?
A con is I don't think I should specify it as a con, but yeah, like living with your roommates is an experience definitely, and living alone can be a bit lonesome sometimes because oftentimes you are just like you just go home and you're by yourself, so there's nobody to guide you, nobody to say anything to you, like not even guide, nobody to like talk to you as such. The only thing you can do is like talk to your parents or like talk to your friends like on the phone. But apart from that, like there's nobody to like interact with like face to face, so that's a disadvantage I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's depends on person to
Yeah,
person
that
as well.
depends on person to
And
person as well.
even I feel
crave human interaction, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
That's a
that's
disadvantage
his
for me.
personal views. But what I feel is that even if you are living in a single apartment, you can still like he joins some of the trips, so you can interact with people in the university. You can join some trips. So it depends. I think it's a perspective and a person-based, individual-based thing. Everyone has different experiences, and depending upon the person himself, it depends how much person he interact with or not. But thank you for sharing these points.
No problem.
And these are Shubdeep's personal points, his personal opinion. So, and these are the details. I thought if he tell by himself, because I haven't lived in a private single apartment, so it is quite good that if a person who is himself living can share some of his views. And one more thing was, if we summarize about the entire thing, like private single apartment, what will you summarize? How will you summarize?
Yeah, so even though I said that the disadvantage is that you don't get as much human interaction, but I would still say that there is an sort of advantage. Like there's another side of that coin, which is freedom. You can do whatever you want. You can like stay however you want, obviously. So that's a freedom that you have of in regards to a single apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thank you, Shubdeep, for sharing your thoughts and your opinion.
Yep.
I think every opinion is special and matters, and it's good that you shared the points. And one more thing is that I thought, or we thought, that tomorrow maybe we will see Shubdeep's, if it's possible,
Yeah,
we'll
sure.
see his apartment, and maybe then you can share your experience how you got the single apartment.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, because I think that will be quite informative. So how you got, or maybe what's the rent, how you pay the deposit,
Yep.
the radio tax that you mentioned, that single radio
Yep.
tax that you pay, and we can see the area, we can see the apartment. I have been to his apartment, superb apartment, superb apartment. When you see, even if you see the rent, it's superb apartment. But and you
I
can
mean, imagine a 35 meter square apartment
Yeah.
where people normally get a 15 meter square, like half that
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good, and we'll see that. Stay tuned tomorrow. And for today, this is the information that we wanted to share regarding what is a private single apartment. And thank you, Shubdeep, for sharing the informations. And being connected through this video. And yeah, at last, I would like to add that this is Shubdeep's personal opinion and personal thoughts that might change from person to person as well as from cities to cities. So we are currently in Kaiserslautern, but I think you get a general idea what is a private single apartment, especially in Germany. And see you in new vlog. For this, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Till then, bye bye. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
See you.